Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new here. I am Jen, and this is Bookmarked by Jen. Well, we are officially into fall. Yay. Let's take a minute to appreciate that. Spooky season is upon us. It is October. So let's talk about the books that we want to read this October. Last year, I did this whole spooky themed dark romance themed October, and I really contemplated doing that again this year because I think it went pretty well. But looking over new releases coming out this month and just honestly the lack of motivation I've had for the last couple months, we're not going to do that. But I do love dark romances, and because it is October, of course, I do have a few dark romances on the docket. We will get to that in just a second. But let's talk about what is going on with me, because I have no idea. I have no idea of what this is. Like, is it a slump? I don't think so. I've been in a slump before, and that's not what this is, because I do want to read very much. I just don't have the motivation to read. I think I've had a few duds, especially at the beginning of September. I set myself up and that failed, and then it kind of just spiraled, and I just wasn't motivated, and I kept hitting roadblocks, and I wasn't quite for sure if it was a real roadblock, if I wasn't really liking the books, or if I was in a funk that was causing me not to like books. Do you know what I mean? Have you ever been there where you think that you actually could like a book if you were in the mood? I think I was just really in the mood for a good book, and my palate just wasn't getting cleansed. However, I do feel like I am being pulled out of that gradually. I'm currently in the middle of a book that is about to be released. I'm reading an arc of it, which is so very good. Unfortunately, I'm not going to talk about that today. So sorry. I will be telling you all about that very soon, but that is not why we're here. We are here to talk about some books that I plan on reading in October. So let's get into it. This I am very excited about. I am going to finish a series that I started 4 years ago, and I never finished. And I don't know why, because it's one of my favorite authors. I read the first 2 books in a 4-book series, and I never finished 3 and 4. I am, of course, talking about the Devil's Night series by Penelope Douglas. So we have Corrupt, Hideaway, Killswitch, and Nightfall. There are 2 novellas in between 2 of the books. I haven't really made up my mind if I'm going to intertwine those as well. I probably should. I just haven't made up my mind, but I will be reading the 4-book series. I've been waiting to read this series actually all year. October is the perfect time to read this series. I mean, you have Men in Masks. The Devil's Night is the night before Halloween. I mean, it's perfect, right? This novel's right into our buddy read for this month. Myself, Amber from Amber Reads Romance, and Jessica and Mandy from Bestie Book Reviews. We all pick a book each month. We read it. We get on a live, and then we talk about all the good, the bad, the ugly, the in-betweens, what we liked, and then we talk about other things as well. We are reading the 3rd book in this series, which is Killswitch. This is supposed to be like one of the darkest of the series, and it has the darkest man in the series in it, so I am really excited about this one. I can't believe that I haven't completed this series yet, but again, I've been waiting all year to do this in October, so I will leave all the information for the buddy read and the live show down below for you as well. It will be on Mandy and Jessica's channel, so be looking out for that. Very excited about this one. So this series is a definite, like, I know I'm going to be reading it this month. So regardless of anything else, I know that 4 books will get read this month for sure. Okay, so I have one that is actually not a romance. This is How to Sell a Haunted House. It's by Grady Hendrix. I don't know too much about this, which if you've been here long enough, you know that is the way that I like it. But I've heard really good things about it. It's different. That's all I can remember. Like, when I think of this book, I think it's a little bit different. But, I mean, people have been really emotional about this book, too. So, I thought, you know what? let's put it in October and see what happens. We'll see. Ooh, That Sick Love by Jessie Hall. Okay, so was it last month? No, we're in August, I think it was. Okay, so I read Hawk in August, and it was my first read by Jessie Hall, and I absolutely fell in love. I wanted to devour everything that she's written, and That Sick Love it screams, you need to read it next. And I was like torn because I'm like, do I want to read her newest release, which is The Canary Cowards? It's part of a new series. I've heard great things about that as well. So I was like on the fence, like, what should I do? But That Sick Love won out. Of course, The Canary Cowards will be coming soon. I feel like this mashup of books that I have here, I intentionally wanted to pull myself out of whatever this rut is that I'm in. But there are 2 new releases that I'm really excited about this month. One of them being Sarah Kate's newest, Madam. It is I don't know, I want to say the 5th book. Is that right? The 5th or the 6th book in the Salacious Players Club. It's all about Eden. I'm not going to lie. I am a little worried about this one. I have been really excited for Eden's story, but I haven't really been paying too much attention to the synopsis and the newsletters that I've been getting from Sarah Kate on excerpts and stuff. I haven't read any of those because there is a lot of hype around this, and that tends to derail me a little bit, but I have peeked, and that's what makes me nervous, is I feel like it's not a one-on-one romance, and that there might be like a threesome or more, and that's what makes me like a little bit nervous. Like, been there, done that with Give Me More. I just want Eden's story. So I'm excited, but I am a tad bit nervous. I am not nervous about Hopeless, which is the 5th book in the Chestnut Springs series by Elsie Silver. This is Beau's story. I ain't nervous. I am so excited to get my hands on this. So excited. I've been wanting Beau's story because you get like little snippets here and there throughout the books, but we don't really dive into him too much at all. And I'm ready for that. Moving on. What else do I have? I have Shallow River by H.D. Carlton. I don't know much about this. I don't want to know much about it. It sounded like a good book to put in October. I want to read more H.D. Carlton. That being said, I did just recently acquire Satan's Affair, which is the kind of like the prequel to the Cat and Mouse trilogy. It is about Satan's Affair, the carnival or fair that Addie and her best friend attend every year, and how she encounters Sibby for the first time. And it's all about Sibby. That's my girl. I love Sibby. And anticipation of waiting patiently, but not really patiently, for Sibby's story. I thought, perfect time to read this. What else do I have? I didn't get to the last 3 books in the, what's it called? Oh my god, I am like blanking on everything today. The Fallen Men. Jesus, Jennifer. The Fallen Men. I did not get to the last 3 books in the Fallen Men series by Gianna Darling in September. It is a series that I want to finish for 2023, which I will. So I added those on to this month so that if I get out of this little funk that I'm in, we can start reading those. Okay, so that's basically it for my TBR for October. I didn't want to give myself a huge TBR because the last 2 months have not been good to your girl. They just have not been good. So that's basically it. However, I do have some like honorable mentions if I can get myself out of this and just really want to devour books. Here are some honorable mentions. The Mindfuck series by St. Abbey. Just recently acquired this as well. If you have not watched my book haul, I will leave that in a card and down below for you as well, so you can see all the books that I got in my birthday month. A little, happy birthday to me. I have been wanting to read this for over a year, and I will get to it. I see myself getting to it before the end of the year. But I do have some books that I want to get to in October, and I just don't think that this is feasible for me. But you never know. I also have some non-romantic books. I actually had these on my TBR list last October. I didn't get to them, clearly, but I would not mind getting to Stalking Jack the Ripper. I actually heard mixed things about this one, but I honestly wouldn't mind giving it a try. We'll see. We will see. And then I also have, I think these are the Charlotte Holmes series. I don't know how many books there are, but I don't even know what order they're in either, guys, so bear with me. I have A Study in Charlotte. I believe it's Charlotte Holmes. So, the sister of Sherlock Holmes? You know what? Didn't read it, so I don't know. I have A Case for Jamie. This is, I don't know. I don't know. And then I have The Last of August. So Jamie, I guess, is Jamie Watson and Charlotte Holmes. So, you know, it's like the girl version of Watson and Holmes. Honorable mentions. Again, I don't think that I'm going to be getting to these, but you just never know. So I wanted to mention them just in case. Maybe it tickles your fancy. I will be leaving all of these books linked down below in the description box for you. So if anything piques your interest, you're welcome. You don't have to go deep diving for it. It's there for you. That is going to do it for today's video. That is what I plan on reading in October. Now I want to know what you plan on reading in October. Are you a seasonal gal or guy? Do you, cater your TBR to the season? Because that's what that means, Jennifer. That is exactly what that means. I like to do a little bit of both. Like, I don't want to limit myself, but I like to dabble, right? Like, I like to sprinkle it in. So let me know what you plan on reading this October, and I will see you guys in the next video. Before you go, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Welcome to October, and until next time, happy reading. Bye.